Hey everybody, this is Brian with Light Junction. Today we're going to talk about a product we recently received from JetBeam called the BR10GT. So this is a 900 lumen light, and the primary function of this light, besides being pretty bright for a handheld sized light, is the capability to mount on your bicycle for urban riding. It comes with its own proprietary attachment, and it attaches by way of the body of the flashlight. The actual mount point is made into the body of the flashlight itself, and even though that mount point is made into the body, it's still a comfortable light to hold in your hand. So this is a very versatile light for all of you cyclists out there. So what we're going to do today is unbox the light, go through the operation, show you what you get on the inside of this packaging. But before we do that, I'll run over some of the basic specifications and features of this light. So the light itself, it's rechargeable, comes with a 2400 milliamp 18650 lithium ion battery and a USB charging cable. On high it's 900 lumens, medium 290 lumens, and low at 100 lumens. On the low setting you can get a maximum of about 14 hours of run time. On high you're going to get about 2 hours of run time if you stay on high 100% all the time. Besides the main three settings, it does have a strobe that you can operate. It's impact resistant up to 1 meter. It is IPX6 waterproof, so you can pretty much ride through torrential downpours and your light should still operate just fine. So besides being rechargeable, it's got a nice indicator on there as you're riding around to tell you how much battery light you have left and when it should be recharged. So let's go ahead and open up this light and we'll show you what you get right out of the box when you purchase this light from Light Junction today. I've already opened one up to kind of speed things up, so we'll set this to the side here. The card on the inside of the box serves as the user's manual, and I'm really impressed with how JetBeam made their user manual this time. It's very easy to read. It's very nicely laid out. It's a nice piece of cardstock, so once you take it out and throw the packaging away, you can keep this somewhere or keep it on your bike if you want to remind yourself of the operation, and it should last for a long time. All the useful information is in here about how the light operates. So we've got the user manual, we've got the JetBeam warranty card, the certificate of approval so that you know you're getting an authentic JetBeam product, a replacement O-ring for the back tail cap where the battery goes in, a micro USB charging cable that's used to recharge the battery once you put it in so you don't ever have to take it out, a desiccant bag which clearly states do not eat. Pay attention to that there. And then, of course, out of the package we've got the light itself. So we'll shift all of this stuff over off to the side here and let's talk about the light. So here is the BR10. It's a very nicely finished light. Black anodized aluminum. On the back here you can see the mounting point, the mounting system. It's pretty low profile built into the light itself. It's where it slides onto its little clip. And I like the fact that it's low profile because you can hold it in your hand like a regular flashlight and you can't even feel it. If you're holding it in like kind of a standard flashlight grip, you can't even feel it. It's a good sized flashlight. So at 900 lumens, not only does this make for a good bicycle light, but it also makes for a good everyday carry. It's got a semi-deep orange peel reflector, an aluminum bezel that's kind of flush and built in there to give you a little bit of extra protection. On the back, where the mount is built into the light, you've got your charging dock, and it's got a little rubber boot to keep water and other debris out of there. Flat tail cap, so it can stand up on end with no problems at all. And I've already loaded the battery in. We'll take the cap off. Cap feels nice and smooth on this. It's got a nice good spring to it. Cap's a really simple design too, so you shouldn't have any problems with that there in the future. This is the JetBeam JL240 18650. It's 2400 milliamp. Good lithium ion battery. And on the bottom of the flashlight, it's got directional markings so you know the orientation, which way the battery is going to go in. They thought this thing through. It's a really simple operation light. One thing I didn't talk about was the beam distance. It's a 160 meter beam distance for 900 lumens. So that means you're going to get a decent mix between flood and spot. It'll shoot quite a ways, but it'll also light up the whole area around you, which is what you want out of a good urban riding light. So let's talk about the way this light operates. Press and hold for just a second and the light comes on. You see the green glowing indicator there, that's your battery life. Between 150% battery life, it's green. Between 50 and 10%, it turns blue. And then less than 10%, it turns red. So you always have a good indication of how much time you have left on your light. To change modes, like a lot of other bike lights do, you press and hold the power button, and it starts cycling through low, medium, and high. It does have memory. So let's say I let off on the medium, tap it and turn the light off. Next time I turn it back on, it's going to come on in the same setting. Let's change it to low. Turn it off. Let's turn it back on. It's right back to low. The strobe function, while the light's on, just give it a quick double tap. And you're into a really bright strobe. The strobe is the only setting on here that does not memorize. So if you have it on strobe and then you turn the light directly off, it's going to go back to whatever regular light setting you were at before you worked on the strobe. That's pretty much it for the operation of this light. Really simple operation, really simple to operate type of light, which is what you want for a light that's going to be on your handlebar, so you can concentrate on where you're going instead of operating your light. Now I'm going to demonstrate how this light hooks to a set of handlebars. The last accessory that we didn't talk about comes out of the package is this nice little clip here. So this comes with your package here. It's JetBeam's clip. It hooks on very easily. You've got the plastic that wraps around. It's got teeth in it, and it can tighten and loosen by just turning this little wheel here. So we spin this dial, and then it gets loose. So it's very easy to put on whatever handlebar you want. It's got a lot of extra room to accommodate different size handlebars. So once you put this thing on your handlebar and tighten it up, then if you don't want this excess stuff sticking out, you can easily just cut. It's really soft bendable stuff, so you can just kind of cut it and clip it off. Inside of this clip, it's got a nice rubber ring that sits around the inside, so you don't have to get it ungodly tight. As long as you snug it up, it doesn't want to rotate back and forth. The other nice thing is, right here there's a screw that allows this top plate to swivel back and forth. So if you've got a handlebar with a weird angle on it or something like that, you can get the light pointing exactly where you want to and then use that Phillips head screw to lock it down. So I'll show you how easy it is to put this light on. You've got a release tab here up front. Make sure that your rubber boot for the charging is pushed all the way down so it doesn't interfere, and just slide it onto your clip until you hear a little click. It's not even really audible on this video. It's on. The weight of the light is centered, so when going over bumps or anything like that, you don't really have to worry about the light shifting and rocking back and forth. But that's how it goes on. And to take it off, if you stop somewhere so no one takes your new light, you push down on that release clip that I showed you earlier and just slide the light forward and it comes right off. So that way this is the only thing that's left on your handlebar. A very good setup. There's a lot of other, there's some other light manufacturers that use this type of clip setup, and it's getting really popular, so I'm glad JetBeam decided to use this style clip to keep the light on, so you can clip it off and on. And once you take it off with you, if you're nighttime and you need to stop and do something like repair a tire, look at something, make an adjustment, it's a good light to hold in your hand to get stuff done with. So that's pretty much it. This is the JetBeam BR10GT. It's at a very attractive price point. I recommend that you go to www.lightjunction.com, check it out, and pick one up today. If you have any questions, you can feel free to email me or chat with me online or even give me a call. I'll be happy to answer those questions, get back to you as soon as I can. Make sure and check back with our channel often, because I've got a few more new JetBeam products that have come in that I'm going to shoot